microphones. So anybody that joins, I would appreciate some feedback. Is it any better? Because last time I wasn't too happy with the results. I think it has to be. I think there is a bit of issue in there. But anyway, so now I'm just going to be practicing a little bit, and I hope that you can hear me. Actually, maybe I should test it. Yeah, while we're at it, let me just check. All my phones are full, the memory 100% full. Where is the apps in here? Jakub, hello, welcome. Thanks for joining. Although please migrate on time before it's too late. Can I hear myself? What's the situation? Because I don't know. Oh, yes, hold on a second. Oh no, it's disappearing. Where is it? Yes, here. There's a little bit of a delay. Okay, so I can hear myself, at least that's something. Now we'll see how it will be in terms of the sound. So I'm just going to be practicing a bit the troublesome issues of the 7th sonata. Slow actually. This is the most brutal of all, this part. The dark side of the authoritarianism, how powerful can authoritarianism and how dark it can be, how negatively powerful. Ruben, thanks for the hi-fi award, appreciate you. So let's stay in the middle of it. Deborah, great to see you. Now feedback, what do you mean? I know I'm always writing in a very dense way, so I don't know like whether it's adopted. Couldn't finish. Okay, yeah, it's a lot about different observations that I've been seeing about the world. So that's the first post, probably a series. I need to tackle Instagram, which has been going on for a while. I did the post earlier on. I think it's easier for reading. This one is a little bit dense. I was writing it yesterday for a few hours, and yeah, it's about what didn't see the rest. First part was going. Okay, didn't see the rest. Yes, but I couldn't. Was good. Aha. Okay, I understand. Yeah, it is about 2,000, over 2,000 words. Maybe I should have broke it into two parts. But then I don't know. I'm coming from the artistic world. I know that the techies are used to this kind of more of a flowing thing. And when it comes to the writing and the publishing. But I'm giving it the perspective of a little bit different, I think, than the tech world. So if I was adopting the style, I think I would be truthful to myself. And I think that's the key thing, to always be truthful, even if it's a little bit difficult. But maybe the last part is the one that you should read with where I'm concluding. I think it's a bit more positive. In the middle, I'm tackling a bit about the periscope and all of these aspects. But those are the important. This is actually, believe it or not, not the essence, the when you distilling. That's actually that post is the distilling of a lot of stuff that I've been thinking and reading and writing lately. Yes, but thanks so much. Then again, great to see you as well. And I think you have really improved. You have actually proved, because I've been saying that the live streaming is one of those forces that is removing the alienation that we actually have been seeing. Inspired, thank you. And you have been alongside, even though I just realized recently that the quality of sound may not be as good as previously when I was streaming, but working on it anyway. But you, with the imagination, is the proof that we are not alone, that the live streaming could be used in such an interesting way. And in general, I mean, I think it's a very nice journey to just be connected. In the Dave, hello, welcome, thanks, Trello guy, great to see you, and please migrate on time. So I'm multicasting from hubs. So you see, and here I have a little bit of very strange, thanks, very strange. In here I'm feeling like a complete brutalism of the authoritarianism. So it's almost like the calcification of consciousness, because this for me is this kind of like a floating in the and then kind of a military aspect here, because this is also a war sonata, the second one in the series, and then it's finishing with the calcification of that thought. You hear this now? Mistakes there, and then but the ending, it's finishing Art of War book. Right, today a coincidence. Wow, yes, well, definitely. So the Art of War, is that the Eastern one of the philosophers from the East? Yes, by Sun Tzu, exactly. Yeah, because with this I see Genghis Khan and all of the hordes moving around, just removing everything before itself, the power, the will to power in its worst and sometimes in its good, because there was also a good side that the Genghis Khan brought. When I was reading that book about the history of Genghis Khan, I think it really inspired me. One moment, just need to find it here. Yeah, maybe later. It really inspired me, yes, because it shows that all the influences, all of the technologies, actually the concept of money was brought by Genghis Khan, then a lot of the aspects about the war, about I think even the powder for the explosions, and all of these innovations actually brought by him. Blinky Bill, great to see you, wonderful. So thanks for joining. And then with this seventh sonata, it's more internal, it's more about the subconscious. Okay, I have to work on that. And then the ending, which is what I'm right now doing, the book Emperor of All the Men, Genghis, is that, yeah, I don't think it is that one, actually. I think it is just plainly Genghis Khan, the history of, something like that. And actually that is when I was in America, when I was studying psychology, and then actually the professor of psychology was emphasizing this is an important book, you have to to explore it. So you see it here, it's exactly like the brutal, from this flowing aspect goes into brutality. This is double, this 2 times slower, so I have to find my center in here. having the association in your mind, please share in the comments what kind of Beauty and the Beast would emerge now. Okay, I'm making a mistake. You see, this is a problematic part. Yeah, so sleeping since parent 6 year your parent discussing sleeping. Is that the vision you are feeling? 6 year your parents discussing dreams, the world of dreams. Oh, right, it's like a vision from the past, right? And your parents are discussing something in the background that's much more serious. This gap that we have between the childhood and the adulthood. Did you? Yeah, I did. I'm a concert pianist. I did many concerts and the competitions and all of this. So I did the conservatory and all of the drill. So I'm just open sourcing this aspect of what occupies my attention. So. This is like a workhorse, exactly. So this, in a way, is this kind of a gap between something above and us just in here. And there is so much powerlessness felt because that's what happens with the war, like silent suffering. The tension, felt harshness, shrewdness, and the fight in the nightmare. Exactly, you can't wake up. Wow, I love this. Exactly like that. Exactly, because this is very internal. It's a dream. I've never actually thought of that way, but you're 100% right. Thanks so much, Demorgain. Exactly like a dream can't wake up, and it's actually in reality, and then it's part which has been suffering from my negligence. Okay, so this is it's exactly in here. You know, another thing that just struck me. Somebody earlier on Twitter, one of the from the musical world said, you know, what actually makes you practice? And it's one of the conductors, I believe, that I'm following just on Twitter. And then there was a lot of comments, like, you know, jokes and stuff. And then I realized, you know, for me, what is it that makes me practice? Is the triumph over the mind, because this is the only process where there is an effort, where you can literally be changing the neural activities of the brain by kind of making it by like absorbing the right notes, right? Because the brain doesn't care really, it just goes with the habits. It's exactly like our life. Sometimes we just go with the habit, and that reflects on the micro level, on the macro level, on every level, I think so. And so see this. Better. So I'm rewiring the brain in a way. And it's interestingly, once I hear this right, this gets into place. It's not from here to the mind; it's from the mind to the hands. Intention, the ultimate stretching of the nerves of the into abnormally, wow, I love that, exactly, of something, because that's the response to the war, right? A perverse waltz. Have you ever heard such a perverse waltz like this one? Just to clarify. Nerves, yes, exactly. Thank you. Yes, exactly, like stretching to the absolute maximum. Yeah, I have to practice this part as well, and I don't know how is the sound though. Let me just check. Can you actually see the gradation? The piece, Pianoscope, thanks for joining us. This is the Prokofiev 7th Sonata. I'm practicing the end of the first movement. This sonata. Sense. Yes, yes, exactly. This piece I've been working on quite a long time. Then I abandoned it in favor to this one, Goldberg. Total opposite. I don't know if the gradation of the dynamic is. To make mistakes at the end, I mean of the first part of the aria. Now I just want to hear how is this done. Thanks God. All right, thanks God for the Goldberg. Yes, but also thank God for the Prokofiev. Let me hear just how is the sound, because I think there is latency. So maybe I will hear this a little bit. Just hold on a second. Let's see. How can I? What did I do? I'm doing here. Yes. Yeah, see, there's like a latency. I can hear this. Yeah, it's not the best one. Either way. Nightmares over sun. Is, yeah, it's still not the best one, and I'm just using a very old microphone, too old. I think it's over and the sun is setting. You think in here? Practice this for the missed notes right now. So sorry you guys about the quality of the sound. Is definitely not the best, but I think we have to be focusing on the good side of the technological shortcomings. The same problem with the sound. Yes, I can imagine. I think it's probably going to improve, but I mean, this is a very new app, so we have to, yes. But we have to, oh no, perverse valser. Let's focus on this. Thanks for joining us, Pianoscope. Yes, in here it's still a bit of a darkness. I think it's getting a little bit better, even though that will I ever get bypass this bridge? Yeah, this one. Okay, let's just go back and then I'll maybe come back again to the beginning. Let's see how it works. Yeah, so in here we have this very much dynamic contrast, the second theme on a reprise. It's frozen. What do you see here, Demogreen? Yes, feels like that, you know. You mean this one is empty home? I think so. You know, there is a bit of a delay, so and then the frozenness. You hear the polyphonical? Totally empty and alone in here, I think. It's even beyond devastation. A bit of instability. Ah, wrong notes. Why? I'm still not hearing this properly. That's why. Old chair, old watches, and dark room. Yes. And also this kind of a waltz, because at that time waltz is already becoming to be a thing of a past a little bit. continue. Victorian shaped big brown clock. Oh, right. Yes, because there's a bit of a ticking, isn't it? I was always saying chronos ticking. A calculation, a bit of like a machine, isn't it in here as well? Some kind of a... Maybe it's even in the on the sea. Maybe the rock is the clock is on the sea on the ship, and the ship is kind of rocking, and there is this waltz and this reminder of the earth, but it's detached from the earth. It's not even ship any longer. It's the spaceship, right? All these imaginary things that are possible. Let's just see how I see this. Now let's continue. Turn from this gloom house, exactly, and then there is a bit of a chase as well, and just it finishes in full brutality. Now it's going to be very funny because this part is very difficult. It's by I.C. Louis Bourgeois, the sculptor, famous sculptor of the 20th century. This one, rocking old chair, old watch. Yes, yes. Okay, so let's see here. Such a focus, right in here. Seriously, unfortunately, thanks very much. My guitar, yes, it has been. Oh, great, Damien, excellent. Do so. A series of unfortunate events, definitely, it's kind of like it's tumbling on top of each other, isn't it? And again, this tension of the nerves is still, it's super present. reflection in there, right? I don't hear this properly. There is something of the unearthly in here, extraterrestrially, something unearthly in this particular aspect. Wow, this is so valuable. Yes, very much serious about. Here, the Corto, the bad guy coming in the series, very much appreciate you, Damien. Thanks. Let's just hear you. Of a quietness, a little bit of reflection, but before that, yes, just so this is like some kind of alien element is in here. Hello, Junkan, migrate to perhaps YouTube or Twitter Live. The beginning. So in here we are doing section by section demo again, and I am dreaming while we are doing this. So in here, ultimate desperation for me in this one, like just here from here maybe. Difficult now, but wow, Damien, thanks for all the super hearts. Thank you. Wow, word. So especially although the sound is not the best, but well, we are making the most of it, of what's available. Wow, this is very, very focused. I actually hate what I'm about to do, but I think I have to practice this. I'm now actually doing the motorics, the memory of the machines, memory of these machines. Wow, that part is really inspiring, but I'm not really playing it that well. I have to make this hand more capable here. But that's just what's happening. So now the next one is that part that we've been working on. Demograin, thanks. Thanks everyone. So now 47 minutes already. Okay, I think I'm not going to be keeping this much longer. The darkness of the middle 20th century. That's getting a little bit better now. Let's just do a little bit of the second theme. And then this one was very problematic for me because ultimate loneliness. Just had our own notes, it doesn't matter. I'll get to the comments in a moment. A little boat going to the river, yes. And very lonely, and the river is in the winter time, I think all the desolation. Thank you, Wesley. And then the limbo. It's stopping here. think for now, I think I'm going to be finishing this. Thank you so much, everybody, for imagining together with me, creating this togetherness experience. There is a lot to be still worked on, and this is still just the first movement. Later on, we'll be working on a second, and actually the third one is very entertaining, although it may not be as deep as the first two. Where is my third move? Yes, it's here. Okay, making mistakes. But anyway, water flow increasingly stirs a waterfall. Yes, maybe it's even against the. Thank you, Bobby. Maybe it's even against the flow. You know, water going against the flow, against the gravity, right? Just checking. It seems to be a little bit less rainy, and I have to go down. There is a big holiday in here, so now I have to finish. By the way, the Orthodox Christmas is today. Tonight actually, so tomorrow is the big holiday, so everything is closed. I need to get some groceries, so I'll see you guys next time. Thanks so much for being with me, and also thanks for bearing this playing piano. I want to play as fast. It's not, Catherine, thanks for joining, and thanks for starting the piano. It's not about the fastness, but it's about the meaningfulness. For example, what I just played, of course it's fast because it's expressing all this like the contrasting emotions, all of the horrors of the war, but that's not more powerful than, oh sorry, I can't, I just disconnected the piano, didn't realize. It's not as powerful, and some of the, for example, the Claire de Lune or the Debussy's ideas about the, you know, impressionism of in between. Actually, impressionism is what's in between the artist and what's being subjective. Happy holidays. Thanks, Damien, so much, and happy belated holidays to you too as well. I think it's already behind. We are in the future when it comes to the holidays as compared to the eastern part of Europe. So Demogen, thanks again, everyone. Thanks, Damien. Thanks for all the support. Appreciate everyone, and I'll see you next time. And sorry again about the sound. I've tried to put this microphone. That's the only one we have at the moment, and I don't know if it made any difference because it might be up to the app, but I'll try. For Fury, that thank you, thanks. Yes, well, it's because the piece is actually about the war, about the Second World War, and I sometimes feel like Ansel Kiefer as well in those pieces, who the visual artist who was actually representing this desolation of what the Second World War created, and all the ideology that was in the wrong place and wrong time, and everything else that happened, and the industrial annihilation, right? So it's a little bit of that. So thanks everyone. I'll see you. Bye. Thank you.